Hello everybody, welcome back to Frontier Mentality. So what are we discussing this Wednesday? Let me get to the notes. Forest fires. I know I did one back a couple weeks ago on how to protect your home from a forest fire. And sometimes I wanted to go a little deeper because we see many forest fires popping off in the Midwest and Canada. And at the beginning of the year, we had one in South Georgia. So how do forest fires start? That's a kind of good question. Forest fires are usually due to humans, lightning, storm damage, what else? People being careless by throwing cigarettes out of their window when driving, campfires being left unattended when you're going out camping. If you're burning trash in your yard, trash pile getting out of control in the winter, and I am guilty of this one, but we caught it in time and got it put out. In the winter when you're dumping ashes, always dump your ashes into a metal trash can or a metal wheelbarrow and wet it down, so the embers can't fly and start a fire. I started one in my yard by accident. Volcano activity can start forest fires. Equipment, people on construction sites, their tools and stuff can start a forest fire. Especially with the crazy weather pattern we're in right now. Some states are way more drier and hotter than they have ever been, and the tinder has become hotter and drier than it's ever been. And with the ground and some of the real thick forests, you can usually dig down and you can find a damp space in there. But when you get past the peat moss and past the dirt level, and that's dry, fire can travel underground, and that's where it becomes really dangerous. So what else was there? Power lines, lasers. That's a tinfoil hat one. Space weaponing, causing fires. I kind of have to agree with it to a point. But when a truck sitting in the middle of nowhere and its hood gets a big hole in it and catches fire and starts a wildfire. What else was there? Power lines falling down from from storms. Unattended, burning, discard cigarettes, equipment. Arsonists, that is also a person thing. Lightning strikes, hits trees or ground cover, starts a fire. Okay, so those are the culprits of how forest fires start. So if we're going out and we're camping and we're enjoying our family and we want to continue to camp, there are key tricks to putting out a fire. So when you go camping, please start carrying a shovel and several gallons of water with you, or have something that can carry several gallons of water. And at the campsites, look for water spigots. They're usually near or at most campsites. Sometimes there's like a central one if you're camping more primitive. Okay, this is how you would do for a campfire or your yard if you're burning brush. It is called the drown, stir, and fill method. So You're going to wet you got a water hose. If you're in your yard, you're going to wet everything down till it stops hissing. Then you're going to take your shovel and you're going to stir it all up. And you're going to dig down and you're going to make sure that nothing else is smoldering underneath. And you're going to re-wet it if it is. And the perfect test to know that you have put it out is also kind of dangerous. So we're going to use an apple for, this is the fire, okay? Or we've already stirred it, we've already soaked it, now I'm gonna put my hand. If I still feel heat, more water's gotta go on it. If it does not hurt and I can do this with a clump of wood or leaves or derbies and it does not hurt or harm me, then I have successfully put out that fire. You're checking for hot spots and you're checking and you're looking for any smoke that is still coming up. So you need to wet around the area as well. You got a fire pit, drown around the fire pit, within the fire pit until it just floods out. Now, when you're camping, you need to learn all the exits in and out of that park that you're camping out at, because somebody else may not have been as smart as you to put out that fire. So you need to know evacuation points out of every park that you're going to in case of a fire or a flash flood. We discussed floods 2 weeks ago. So when you need to look at the radio before you, or look at the radio. Listen to the radio, listen to TV, look on your smartphone to wherever you're camping out. See the conditions. Is it raining? Is it drought season where you're going? Do they have a do not burn at the campsite that you're going to? If you're camping in the fall into winter, do you have warm gear to take with you? If you're camping in the summer, you want light gear, lightweight, where if you're out in the sun, you don't want to get heat exposure and stuff like that. If you're camping in the winter, you need to have a tent that has a portable wood stove in it. Or if you're camping in an RV, have backup power. The Jackeries, there are many different solar generators now. Solar's kind of better because it does not make the noise, so you're not interrupting neighbors or other campers when you're out. Okay. So if you're going camping, most of us camp in spring through fall. So you need to make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you have bug spray. Make sure you have sunscreen. Make sure you have big floppy hats to protect your head from the sun. You do not feed the animals. You need to practice safety with animals, especially if you're in the forest. There are black bears, there are grizzly bears, there are bobcats, there are wildlife in your places that you're camping at. So you need to learn to hang your food up properly. Do not keep it in your car. Bears have been atrociously aware of how to get into vehicles and get the food, trash your car, and make a whole heck of a mess. So hanging your food where it's out of reach of a bear. As of right now, they have not learned to untie a rope and get your food. Okay, you want to make sure when you're camping that you're going with well broken shoes. So hiking shoes is usually why most people are camping and whatnot. So you need to also pack moleskin in case you get blisters. The best way to protect your feet from getting blisters while hiking is to wear wool socks. Yes, even in the summer. Wool has a natural way of cooling off your feet and keeping your feet dry even when everything is wet. When you go camping, always contact a family member or a friend and let them know where you're going, who you're going with. Safety is always a protocol. Always take fever medication, anti-diarrhea medication, fever, antihistamines in case something is blooming in that area that you're not used to. Go ahead and pack some calamine lotion, because most of us know what it looks like and we still get into it. So you need to protect yourself from poison oak and poison ivy. And some spots poison sumac. Not all sumac is poisonous, as we have discussed in herbal shows. What else? Fever, stomach issues. Oh, braces for your knees, your ankles, and your wrist, or a sling. Have those packed. You might not hurt yourself, but you'll be glad that you have it just in case you did. Where to seek medical facilities when you're camping. What's the closest town? Do they have a emergency clinic? Ranger stations? The camp host? Know where these locations are before going. And that is all I have. So make sure that you're drown and stir and filling all fires, whether it's a fire pit or you've burned something in your yard just to get the debris up out of your yard. Forest fires are very dangerous, especially when smoke. If you have inhalers, take them with you when you're camping, because if you get caught in a forest fire and you can't breathe, that's hard. Also, pack a N95 mask with a carbon filter. It helps with smoke, so you're not having smoke inhalation. And one more thing, if you take your pets with you, you have sturdy shoes because you're usually hiking, or tennis shoes. Make sure you have closed-toe shoes stuffed in a bag somewhere when you're camping. A lot of people just want to wear flip-flops and Crocs, which is fine. But have some type of protective booty for your pets. If a forest fire happens, they're a little better equipped and know where to step and not step, but they usually will follow your lead. So try to keep your pets safe as well when you're out, and have plenty of food and water for them as well. Whatever your camping trip is, make sure you pack enough food and water to get you through. All right, everybody, please stay safe. Please get ready, and please get prepared. Frontier Mentality signing out.